The language game is an exploration match-3 linking game where the player collects objects and coins on their journey exploring their house. The game starts out with the player being asked what language they would like to learn in. For the sake of simplicity, there is only English and Spanish to choose from. Then, the player is transported to their colorless house, starting in their colorless bedroom. Here, the player is clicked on the chair. A screen pops up asking the player if they would like to play a game to unlock this object. On this screen, the chair is already selected because that is the main objective of this level. The player has selected the 4 remaining objects, keeping in mind the objectives of that level. This is showing the initial layout of the first level in the game. The green pentagon holds the coins, yellow sun is the number of moves, and red heart is the amount of lives remaining. If a player uses a life, it will be automatically replenished after 30 minutes per life. Here, the player is linking and scoring in the game. In order for the player to collect a drape, they need to make a chain of 6 or more. And as you can see here, the drape had 6 that the player was able to connect with. Now, the player is down to their last 5 moves. The pieces have randomly dropped from the top, and there was 1 objective remaining. Check it out! The player has finished all the objectives and is rewarded the chair and 5 coins for getting 2 stars. Had the player gotten all 3 stars, they would have received 7 total coins. The chair is now colored in, because the player was able to collect it from previously. When the player clicks on that chair, a screen pops up giving the player 2 choices, to hear the word in Spanish or to spend coins to answer a question. The player chooses to hear the word. A verbal cue says silla. If the player clicks on the chair again, that same screen will pop up showing the 2 options, and this time the player chooses to spend the 3 coins to answer a question. The question will test the player's ability to read what the object selected is in Spanish. In this case, the player chose wrong, and so they must continue collecting coins to answer the question. The ultimate goal of this game will be to color each object in each room in their entirety. Here is the floor plan and a list of objects needed for each room. The icons that will be constructed and used in the match game will change from room to room. The antagonizing force will be to complete objectives, to collect the objects needed, to color the rooms of the house, and to answer the questions correctly in Spanish. This will be a first-person point-and-click perspective game. The development risks in this game is that I am a new developer in the industry, also in creating enough levels to fully entertain the player, and last, making sure the objects that are clicked on are correctly used both written and audibly. This game will be a combination of Influent, Blossom Blast, and Gardenscapes. In the case of my game, it is different because the player is restoring color to their house, things do not explode when linking 6 or more matches, and also it will be a game centered around learning a new language, 1 object at a time. Here are the citations I used for the creation of this presentation. Thank you.